I'm Katie Love Keener, and you're watching Coffees with Katie. The whole point of this vlog is to just hang out, have a coffee with me. Let's talk a bit. Obviously, it's a little more one-sided conversation going on here. But if you want to be a part of the conversation, please feel free to comment below when I post it on Insta or YouTuber. Today, I am drinking out of one of my favorite mugs. Do you see that? It's beautiful, isn't it? I got this mug a few Christmases back. This is one of my favorite color greens. And I just think it is a beautiful mug. It fits in my hand like a little ball. It's just one of the most perfect mugs that I have. And I have a lot of mugs. I think it's from Anthropology. What's it say on the bottom? Has a little bird. Says something in French. But it's made in China. That's suspicious. I think it's from Anthropology, but I got it as a Christmas gift from my mom and my dad. It's just beautiful. This is a deer. It's a blanket that I bought my husband. I bought it for Christmas as well, so this is the Christmas show. And, but I like using this blanket as like a tapestry. I was thinking about travel this morning. I was thinking about the flights I've been on. This one time I was on an overnight flight, and I had fallen asleep, and I was awoken by the sound of a stewardess or flight attendant. Don't really know what the proper term is for that job anymore, but I was awoken by a flight attendant running down the aisle. I was sitting in the aisle seat, and I look over, and there's this man lying in the middle of the aisle, and the flight attendant is yelling at another one saying, "Get the oxygen!" And I look at the man, and I said a little prayer for him. I said, "Lord, help that man lying on the floor," and I fell right back to sleep. I think it was some of the best sleep I've ever had on a flight, in all honesty. I'm assuming the man got the oxygen he needed, and everything was cherry. We didn't have to make an emergency landing, so I think he lived through it. You know, it was a bad flight for him. But this other time, I was flying out of Nepal. I'm sitting in the terminal area, and there's no air conditioning. They said it would be delayed, be about an hour, and they said it was technical difficulties with the plane, which you don't like hearing about the plane that you're about to get on as it is, because it's a giant piece of metal in the sky. And I'm looking at the plane right in front of me, like out this giant window where I'm sitting. I'm like, that's the plane I'm supposed to be on. And as I'm watching, smoke starts coming out of the airplane, starts coming out of like one of the wheel parts. And I'm thinking, the plane I'm about to get on is literally on fire right now. And then you see, it's always a bad sign when you see fire engines come on the tarmac to assist the airplane you're about to get on. As I'm watching this, the person comes on the intercom again, and they're like, it's going to be a bit longer, more of a delay, technical difficulties. And we're all sitting there, we're like, we know what the technical difficulties are. Our plane's on fire. So our flight got delayed by about 3 hours. They got it all fixed. We all boarded the airplane as if it had not been on fire 2 hours ago. I think that shows how trusting myself and all these Nepalese people were who were getting on that airplane. I missed my connecting flight in Thailand. I had a connecting flight. So all that to say, it was a learning experience, I thought I had worried a good bit that day as I saw my plane on fire. It was a waste of worry, People say don't worry about anything. And they're right. Believe the Bible, and Bob Marley said that. Don't worry about a thing. There was another flight, another 13-hour flight. The whole flight, the stewardess, flight attendant lady, she called me sir. I felt like that character in Charlie Brown. Is that Sandy Patty? Patty? I think her name's Patty. But is it Patty? It's Peppermint Patty. I just looked it up. Her name was Peppermint Patty. And Mercy is the one who always called her sir. That's how I felt. I felt like the flight attendant is Marcy and I am Peppermint Patty. I think we learned a few things today. We learned that if your airplane's on fire, don't worry, everything's going to be fine. Enjoy some more coffee, and just have a great weekend.
Coffee with Katie, coffee with Katie. Drink 'em in the morning, drink 'em in the evening, drink 'em in the afternoon.